It's Wednesdays with JC Boo. Look at me wearing my, like, going swimming shirt / working out shirt. I've started doing yoga to help me with my depression, anxiety, and lack of motion. So hopefully I'm able to get something with that. And I think I will. So that's really exciting for me. But that's not the topic this week. This week's topic is ageism, which is fascinating that this is a topic. I have no idea where it came from. I think it's been on our list of topics to do for months, and we finally decided to do it now. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it's my breakfast. I don't usually get that much protein during the day because I'm in school all the time, and I don't really have time to make myself food, so for breakfast I have a huge thing of protein to last me throughout the day. And it has all my, like, nutrients, and there's a banana in there, so the concept of ageism has, like, I'm not going to say many different definitions, but I am in sociology. I'm in my last year of sociology, and that row right there of books is all of my books that I keep for me that are, like, related to my topic, and I do have a few intro to society classes, so let's take some of them out. Ageism, from this book that I got in, like, 2009 or something, which is not very old, but it was old when I got it, I think, like, 2009, so it was new. Okay. Ageism, prejudice and discriminations against older people. I'm gonna have to disagree. Okay, and in this social problems book from 2010, let's just say, ageism, direct or indirect forms of discrimination against the young, the elderly, or old other groups on the basis of their age. That is a definition that I can deal with. I'm sorry, society, the basics. This is not an accurate definition. Ageism is not the discriminations against older people. It's the discrimination of anybody not in your age, in my opinion. And according to this social problem book, I'm not just saying that everything from a textbook is right. Obviously, the society one is bullshit. But I'm saying that my definition, and from everything that I've read, I'm not pulling I'm in sociology, I know everything about ageism. No. I'm pulling from all of the classes that I've taken, I've gathered much information on this topic. And for me, that is the closest definition to what actually happens in society from my point of view. Ageism is a really big problem in our society. We see old people as, like, docile bodies and don't really care about them. You know, they're not productive to our society. Let's ship them off somewhere. It's disgusting. It's horrible, the way we treat the elderly. And it's also, ageism is also a big problem against younger individuals from an older people standpoint. Elderly standpoint. It happens very often. A lot of people undermine and underestimate younger generation. I'm going to say I'm in that age group, but me saying that could also be ageist, but it's really important. I kind of want to talk about the ageism in the trans community, since this is FTMtranstastic, and I've labeled out a definition for you guys. Ageism in the trans community is very, very, very real. I feel that a lot of people who are transitioning and transitioned, I guess, and are a bit older, I'm going to say, like, my age and up, so let's just say 22 and up, kind of have a sort of maybe feeling that individuals who are younger and come out are not trans. Now, I'm not saying, like, you've been diagnosed, you're not trans. I'm just saying that a lot of people, from what I've seen on the internet, all these kids, like 12 to 16, are coming out as trans, but are coming out with this new definition of trans, like you don't need to have dysphoria and all these things. And I feel that a lot of people who are older and transitioning kind of look down on these kids and say, you're not really trans, you're doing it for attention. Now, I don't really know how to explain this in a better way than that, but it's kind of like when you're in high school and everyone's like, oh, I'm a bisexual, but I would never kiss a woman, like, and they're women, like, you're not bisexual. Like, they're kind of putting their own definition to something. But I'm not saying that. No way. I'm saying what I've said. I mean, I don't care. I try to be as unageist as possible. I did have a problem with it, and I'm 100% admitting it. I think a part of the ageism that I felt inside me towards younger people who are transitioning was not because I was, you know, you're too young, you can't do this. It was more of a feeling of jealousy, which I came to realize later on because I wish that I was that young and was able to transition. But now I feel like I'm able to really come to terms with any ageism that I feel, and I try to find the root of where it comes from and try to see why and understand. Sometimes I feel ageist against my own level of, like, I'm 22, and I feel like a lot of my friends that I hang out with, they're a bit older than me. They're like 27 and so, and a bit older than that. Is when I feel like sometimes they make jokes and like, oh, you're so young. And I get that we're all in sociology, we're all joking with each other, we're all friends, but to me that's a bit ageist. Like, I literally cannot control my age. There's nothing I can do. And for that reason, I also feel like I'm a little ageist to myself because I feel like I should be older in order to, I don't know, be more friendly with them or something like that. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This is why ageism is bullshit and should not exist, because it doesn't make sense. Now, I did not watch Shan's video, because I've been extremely busy with school, as you all know. But I did pop into his video for a second just to see what the title was, and it says he started to say like that he doesn't think ageism isn't a problem. Hey, I'm not here to argue. We're all friends here. This is just to show that on this channel, with such like a diverse group where we live in Canada, we live in the States, we live in all different parts, and we all have different opinions, and it doesn't mean that one opinion represents the entire channel. It means that we have a diverse group here, and we're all allowed to think different things. So when August and Emery made a video about allies, and it was a bit controversial, I mean, that doesn't reflect everybody's view on the channel. Minu was going crazy with that thing, just ignore it. It just means that that's their opinion, and don't hold them to, like, Transtastic's view. I'm just saying, same thing with me, and same thing with Shan. If you believe ageism is a problem, and you agree with my video, fine. If you really don't, and you don't like my video, that's fine too. I mean, I think it's an issue because I deal with it every day, and I'm able to recognize that I do it as well. I don't like that I do it, but it's, like, ingrained into me. And it sucks, but we can fix it. I'm not saying I'm like the holy fucking spirit, I know what to do to cure ageism. I'm just saying I'm able to, like, point in my mind when I'm being ageist. It's a very interesting concept, ageism. Funny enough, there's like a class in my university called the Society of Aging? The Sociology of Aging. And I've never taken it because it hasn't ever interested me. Why? Because you never think about these things. Never think about aging, even though it's the one thing that we do. I mean, we think about it like, oh, I don't want to be old and stuff like that, but we don't think about it as opposed to, like, other people, like, maybe that too. I don't want to be old. Is that ageist? Huh? I'm kidding. I'm not going to start this right now. Why am I moving while I'm still talking? Like, I'm trying to put this whole thing where I'm, like, moving around. I'm just, like, sliding. I'm just going to stop talking. It's a very long video. Sorry. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll enjoy this shake that doesn't look that good, but is actually really amazing. Tastes a little vanilla-y, and banana vanilla. All right, hope you guys have a great week.